Hello, everyone. It's William here at Allegory Gallery, and it's been a week. I know it's only Thursday, but we are not going to be here tomorrow. We have a class in Pittsburgh. Andrew is teaching a epoxy clay class. If you haven't heard this already, we've been talking about it almost every day, but we will be doing that tomorrow. So we won't be live, so we'll be missing you all tomorrow. But if you are in Pittsburgh, there's still time to sign up for his class. You can sign up at the Contemporary Craft website. You can find them on Facebook or many other places, SCCPGH. And you can sign up if you think you're going to be in Pittsburgh tomorrow. I believe it's 6 to 9, and I believe it's around $45 to sign up. That includes materials. So yeah, lots of fun stuff happening tomorrow. And then on Saturday, we're going to be away again. We're going to be at Touchstone Center for Crafts, and we're going to be at their open house. So that's their open house. If you'd like to come down and see what they're all about, it is a free event. You can come down and hang out and see what Touchstone Center is all about. We encourage you to do so. It's kind of kicking off their season this year, and we'd love to see you there. So if you're around the Farmington, Pennsylvania area here in Western Pennsylvania, stop by for the day, or just for a little while. You don't have to spend the whole day, but stop by and see what they're all about. Let's see who's here. Harry is here with us. Hello, Harry. Thank you for joining us. Susan is here as well on both Facebook and YouTube. Thank you so much. We're trying to get everyone as much as we can over to, using our YouTube channel, because we're trying to get those watch hours. Got to get those watch hours up. And Mary Ann is with us out there in YouTube world. Thank you so much. So today, I didn't have a lot planned because I've been busy all day. Been making posts and sharing posts and taking pictures and editing photos and things like that. And just trying to settle up on some things that we've had going on. Terry is here. Thank you so much. Shared and liked. Yes, please hit that share button. Please send this out to the world. After yesterday's live, showing the vintage check glass briolets, we got orders from some people that have never ordered from us before. So I can only, hope that that's because a lot of you are out there sharing our posts, and more people are starting to see that. So thank you so much. We also have been sharing posts in some newer areas and sharing posts more widely, trying to hit some different groups. But we do thank you for all the shares. I think they're really helping. It's good to see orders from new people coming in, people who haven't placed orders with us before, because, we love to see orders from our regulars. But if we don't continually have new people find us, that's a way to go out of business fairly quickly. So it's good to see some new people coming in and, finding us and finding out what we're all about. So thank you for sharing. Yesterday's live was a little heavy at times. And I thought maybe people might need to decompress a little today. There's a lot going on in the world. So I decided that this would be a Let's Chat day. If you want to chat, we can do that. And if you're new to it, I keep messing with my hair because I can't see on this screen. It's backwards. The screen is backwards. I don't know which way it's going. But my hair looks a little wild right now. We're going to chat a little bit as we normally do, but I set it up so that people knew we were going to chat a little bit, right? We're going to hang out. We're going to chat a bit. If you'd like to chat about something or something's on your mind and you'd like to talk about it, you can leave it in the comments and I'll see if there's something that we can pull from. Remember, we're very family friendly here. We try to stay family friendly. So, we don't necessarily try to get into politics, religion too much, that kind of stuff, Sometimes we tip over the edge a little bit, but we try to stay inclusive. That's the biggest concern, is being inclusive. So if there's something you'd like to chat about, let us know. Suzanne is here with us. Thank you so much, Suzanne. And it looks like Kimberly is here with us. Thank you for joining us. We have the Let's Chat going on. And then I thought, well, we found some pearls. We found some pearls, and these are pearls. I'm just going to show you. we have like a bag of these vintage pearls. Now, I don't have just one bag. I have multiple bags. But these were composed at one point in lots. So this lot was, for these ones that are in here, was like $140 at one point. And we sold some of them like that. But I decided, you know, because they're individual, there's not like a hank of them that are all the same. It's a little hard to go through and decide to try to price them individually. So what I'm going to do is, once we are kind of concluded a little bit with our chatting, and you know, that can go for as long as we need to, really. But we will at some point kind of wrap up the chatting, and we will do a pearl sell-off. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to just make all of these pearl strands $18. $18 each. That's well under, for some of these, what they were originally priced at. And there's going to be one lot of each. And I'm just going to number the lots as we pull them out of the bag. This is lot number 1. This is lot number 2. This is lot number 3. And what we'll do is, how can I do this? I think we're going to do email. I was going to say I would go from comments from people who are live, but comments sometimes are tricky, because especially since we're streaming on YouTube and on Facebook and in a group. So what we're going to do is, once we get to that point, I'm going to put up our email address, and I'm going to have you send us emails for the lots that you want. And you can send 10 emails if you want to. First one that gets to us, we'll do it in time-based order. First one that gets to us is the person who gets that lot. As Andrew said, holy crap. He knows what some of these pearls are worth. Yeah. We're going to do like $18 a strand, and we're just going to sell them off. You're going to get some spectacular deals on some of these. But it's our Friday, right? It's Thursday, but it's our Friday, since we won't be here live with you tomorrow. And kind of to make up for that, we're going to do a pearl sell-off. Now, these prices are only going to be available for 24 hours. So at this time, once we start the sale, from that time until the next day, till tomorrow at that time, you can send us emails to claim these, and then we will send you an invoice after we get it all wrapped up, and after I get them all processed and counted and sorted. Then we'll send you an invoice, and you'll pay that invoice, and we'll ship them out to you. All right. So that is what we're going to do. I have some here. Okay. I have another bag here that is really special, and I'm going to have to increase the price on those, but I will show you those, and you'll see why. This bag is very nice. So most of them will be $18. And some of these, you know, that should be a lot more than that, I'm just going to let go. And we're just going to say $18, and that's going to be okay. This one, I can't let it go for $18, but you'll see why when I show them to you. And we'll make that one a little bit more, just because we have to. I can't let them go. I can't lose money on them, okay? I might be able to sell them at cost, but I can't lose money on them. So how's everyone doing out there? How is everyone doing? Let me go through some of these comments here and see what Susie says. Pearls, right? Lots of pearls. It's so gross out now. People are talking about how hot it is out. We are like having a fall day here. It's 64 degrees. It's sunny. It's a little bit windy. It's beautiful. It's like a fall day. I love it. So I'm not complaining about the weather today. Let's see what else is going on. Terry has a rant that they would love to vent with working from home. I don't have a network for blowing off steam. Working from home, I don't know what the rant is about, whether it's working from home in general or not, but I don't know if I could do that. You know, we work from home a lot, but if I had another job, and I just know from having this job, if I don't get out of the house, that's why I try and leave the house at least once a day to go to the cottage or go here to the store, because it's hard for me. It's hard for me. Andrew says, I think I can do the class tomorrow by myself since there are only 4 students. So maybe I will be here tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see if Andrew wants me to be there with him or not. Marianne says, I might be tempted by I'm guessing the strands of pearls. Terry, oops, it's just jumped. Terry said, your image is fuzzier on YouTube today than Facebook. I both open unsure, viewing on the same device. That's strange. Did you start one before the other? If you started I would say if you started the Facebook first, maybe that stream is taking up your broadband width more than YouTube, could be. Don't know for sure. Usually YouTube is a stronger image. It's usually a better image. Aloha Tammy from Hawaii, thank you for joining us. Terry says, we can barely read the comments you are highlighting. That's strange. I would try refreshing that maybe. Don't know what would be going on there. Linda is with us watching. Thank you so much. Susan says, missed a little. Are these in store or do we message? You will be emailing. We will be emailing, but we'll get to that when we get to that. I'll go over the pearl purchasing when we get to that point again, so don't worry. But if you are here already and you want to tune in for the pearls, the quick de-stash of pearls that we're going to do, you got to stay till the end. Or you got to at least pop back in at the end, because we're going to chat for a little bit. That's what we're set up to do today, do a little bit of chatting and just kind of blow off some steam and, get things, get our minds a little clear. And then we'll do some pearl selling. Andrew says, you are getting wild. Are you okay? Blink twice if you need help, right? Yeah, Andrew knows I do not generally liquidate, I guess is kind of what I'm doing today. But we didn't have many customers in the store today, and the store's been slow. And so we're going to, we're gonna, even though this isn't in store, I'm in store. So we're gonna have some business in store today, hopefully. And we will do a quick pearl sell-off. I think that'll be something fun. And sometimes I know you all get some benefits from watching these videos, or else you wouldn't be doing it with us every day. But sometimes we like to give those extra little bonuses. And, we really appreciate that you watch these. And, you always generally get the first look of everything we put online. But, sometimes we also give you little sell codes on these lives, as you've seen. Or sometimes, we like to do things like this and give you the chance to get great prices on things for a limited time. And it's only people who watch these videos that are getting this. We are not going to put these pearls on the website at that price. At least not most of them, that's for sure. We are not going to make a Facebook post that we're doing these pearls. This is the only post you're going to see that talks about this pearl sell-off. So you have to watch the video and you have to be playing a part of this video within the first 24 hours here to get these prices. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. And this is kind of a little bonus for all of you who do regularly watch. And this says, doing very hot. Hi from Florida. Thank you, Debbie, for tuning in. Kim says, I guess the question is, how are you? We had quite the convo yesterday. Yes, we did. And, I thought about it a lot. I thought about that conversation a lot. I've been talking with more people. We had some fellow merchants, one fellow merchant in particular who came in and kind of asked, they didn't watch the video, they didn't see that, but they were just asking how we were doing in general because things are slow in town, and asked if we heard from other merchants how things are going. Different people say different things. Some people feel like they're having a good sales period right now, I guess. We are not. This other merchant, they have another business that keeps them going, and the store that they have is kind of a side hustle kind of thing. But it's been hard. It's been hard. And so one of the things that we talked about that came up yesterday is how having our store has always been a safe place for people. It's one of those places that, we've had a lot of transgender youth come through. A lot of other people in the LGBTQIA and BIPOC community who have come through the store and, really felt that it gave them a place to be and a place to be safe. And so that conversation came up because this other merchant knows that we've been talking about possibly having to close the store. And so, we check in with each other once in a while here in town, especially those who are closer to each other. And that was one of the things that I specifically mentioned today about, sometimes you have reasons for wanting to hold on to things, and sometimes they're not even apparent to yourself all the time, or sometimes, the idea of the safe place, it's always been something that has been in our mind, but it's not always something that comes to the forefront all the time. And yesterday's conversation really brought that up for me. So it was a good conversation, and we have been thinking about it really ever since. So I hope all of you are doing well out there. And I hope things are good for all of you right now. Julie says, shut up, 64 degrees. Yeah, my watch says 64. High of 68 today. Beautiful day. Had the door open all day. Couldn't ask for I love this kind of weather. This is my kind of weather. It's a little bit, almost a little bit too chilly to be walking around in a t-shirt. Just on that verge of, if you're walking fast, it's good. If you're walking too slow, it's a little chilly. I like that kind of weather. Suzanne says, I might have another job teaching senior yoga, waiting for the phone call. Nice. Well, we'll send out good energy to you out there. Hopefully you get that. I think that's a very important thing. The person we stayed with in Providence teaches yoga. He is a ceramicist, a gardener, and teaches yoga. And we were lucky enough to be there during his yoga day. It's Sundays when he teaches. And if you are staying on the day that he teaches, you get a free class. So we got a free yoga class before we left Providence. And it was really, really nice. I've never taken a formal yoga class. I watch Apple TV or Apple Fitness Plus on our TV sometimes, and I've done 1 or 2 yoga classes off that. But to actually be in a class and doing it was a different experience, and it was really nice. And I can see how it can be really beneficial. Andrew and I were talking about it, and what I didn't especially, I won't speak for him, but what I didn't realize is that each yoga pose seems to have opposing, I don't know what I want to call it, almost opposing moves. Like one part of your body will be pushing up and one will be pushing down, or 2 parts of your body will be pushing toward each other. But there's always seems to be opposing forces, which I never really knew, never really got that in my head, I guess, when people talk about yoga. And I can see how it can be really beneficial for strengthening and just keeping yourself, 1, limber, and 2, keeping your core stronger. So hopefully you get that. Marianne says it's 73 and mostly sunny up there. That's good too. Suzanne, heat index 103. That's not good. That's not my kind of weather. Not my kind of weather. Teresa is joining in. Thank you so much. Harry said it's 78 there with rain on the way. Robin says, I chuck my iced tea at them, but I need the ice. Oh my. Everybody's getting hot out there, it sounds like. I don't know I don't look at the weather, just like I don't try to look at the news too often. I kind of just live my day, whatever's happening outside weather-wise, which can be good and can be bad, but unless we're planning for something specific, I try not to look at the weather too much. Marion says, to get out of the apartment is one reason I'm looking for a part-time job. Yeah, sometimes you just need to get out and about. Um, I don't know. I couldn't. Andrew, I think, could stay in the house, 24 hours, 7 days a week sometimes. I am not like that. I need to get out and be free a little bit and just do something outside of the house. But, not always too much. Like sometimes just taking the cats in the backyard and walking around is enough. But I do like to get out once in a while, which is strange because I think, more of an introvert. But um, yeah, I still like to get outside once in a while. Da, 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 da. Terry says, "Oh, good. Refreshing worked and killing the Facebook stream. Learned a new thing there." Yeah, sometimes you just need to refresh, or sometimes if you start, bandwidth is a thing. There's only so much bandwidth in everyone's internet connection. Some people have higher and faster bandwidths, but if you start one before the other, sometimes that is what happens, right? Sometimes it takes over and the other one has less bandwidth to use. Oh, good. Kristen is here. Thank you, Kristen from Softflex Company, for tuning in. I'm glad to have you here. Says looks great from you on YouTube. Good. Momo, thank you so much for tuning in. I am so in love with your mermaid beads. That's awesome. Thank you so much. We're glad you like what we have out there in the world, what we put out there. We try to find interesting things for everybody and put them out into the world where you can see them and find them. Susan says, I just want to thank everyone for putting up with me yesterday. Don't know. It's okay, You all put up with me here every single day. So pretty much every single day, every weekday almost. So I should be the one thanking people. I like when people tune in and have things to say. Hello, Diane. Thank you for tuning in. Harry says, this is most of my social time. I rarely go anywhere. Sometimes I wish I could be more like that. I guess I don't always like having places that I have to be. So that's a little different maybe. Because I'm lucky enough now, knock on wood, that I can flex my time between being here and being at the cottage and, being at the house. But when I have appointments and things that I have to be places, that's different. I don't necessarily like that. But I do like to be a little bit social unless it's like required of me. It's so weird. I will be as social as can be sometimes, but the moment you say I have to go somewhere and be social, then I'm like, do I have to? Like, that's when I understand my grandfather. As he got older, he liked to leave his house less and less. Like, he had 100 acres or so, and he did a lot of work. He was always in the woods and cutting down trees and making it beautiful, keeping it beautiful. And even into his 80s, he was out cutting trees, and he'd never slowed down. But it was few and far between that he actually wanted to leave the house. Grocery shopping was one thing. They had to do that. So he'd go right to the grocery store and right back, going to the barber, right to the barber and right back. To the beer distributor, he liked to have a beer here and there. So he'd go there and right back. But did not necessarily like leaving the house and being around a ton of people. So, sometimes when I'm obligated to things, I very much understand his point of view. But otherwise, sometimes I do mostly like to get out at least once a day. Let's see here. Andrew says, yeah, talking to Susan, I believe. No putting up with you. You're part of the crew, and we all need time to share our thoughts and feelings. Exactly true. Marion says, wearing my rainbow bracelet in support. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And Julie says, I like that weather too. Won't see it again until November. I don't know how people live in hot climates. I don't understand it. I think I could live in a colder climate sometimes, but hotter. When it gets into the 90-degree area and 100-degree area here with and we always have that stupid 100% humidity, that's too much. But that's you know, 105 is usually the max somewhere in there that we can possibly get in a summer generally. But it usually comes with 100% humidity, or, you know, whatever they do, 120% humidity or whatever they get up to. However that works out. But I couldn't do that. Andrew said the yoga was nice, stretched out all the muscles before a long ride. Definitely was. Whoops, and where did it go? There it is. Diane says, I love yoga. Andrew said, a counter pose. Yes, counter pose. Susan says, yes, you are correct. 15 degrees Celsius here, and I love it. 15 Celsius. 15 Celsius. I feel like that, what is that? 60 some? Is that right? My Celsius conversion is not great. Andrew says, I like how it wasn't stressful like the Apple TV ones. I get wore out after those. They are, I don't know if we started with a little bit too advanced or something. I don't know, but they were a little bit more intense on the Apple TV. Excuse me. On the Apple Fitness Plus ones. Harry said, it's the balance. I took yoga for years with my wife. Yeah, balance is something that I realized that I don't really have anymore. We're in the yoga class and I'm like trying to balance it. Everyone's balancing. Andrew's balancing. The other person there's balancing. And I'm like falling all over the place. I was talking about that. And I was also, I don't know if I talked about this before, but I was talking about ADHD and ADD. And I was reading something that some of the non-drug related kind of therapies that they use for ADHD is balancing techniques. So like in a safe space, trying to balance with your eyes closed and lifting your head and lifting your feet up and trying to balance does something that stimulates a portion of your brain back in like in this area back here apparently that can sometimes help people with ADHD. Now, I don't know if these have been proven things or if this is something that people are still trying and doing trials of. But I thought that was an interesting thing that, and I could kind of see maybe how if your brain isn't focused, like I feel like mine never is, how it would be harder possibly to balance because you kind of have to be focused to balance. So I wonder if that's part of it. But yeah, I just thought, I thought maybe, with doing the yoga and having read that and thinking maybe I might have ADD or ADHD, wonder if how that all could mesh together and maybe help the symptoms. I don't know if any of you have experience with that or not. Susie says, 84 here and horribly humid. It's that humidity. That'll get you. Diane says, I look at the weather every day to see how I should dress. Yeah, I like roll up a window and see if it's humid or hot or cold, and I kind of dress for that. And I should say I do look at my watch. So I do cheat a little bit. I don't look at like humidity and I don't look at like rain or anything like that, but I do look at what the high is supposed to be for the day. So I guess I kind of do check the weather. I just don't go in and check the weather. It's just right here, so I do cheat a little bit, I guess. Andrew says, beside the financial worries and worries about the world, the lockdown was fine for me. Yeah, you toss all that out, and Andrew was happy to stay at home. Financial and knowing that if you leave your house and come in contact with people, you might get sick. That was hard. But yeah, Andrew likes to stay in. He likes to stay in with the cats. Hello, Norma. Thank you for joining in. Andrew says, I love the name Momo Peach. Yeah, it means peach, right? Susan says, I'm sad I missed the conversation yesterday. Sounds like it was interesting. It was. And you can replay it if you'd like to go back. I know it's not the same as being live, but we got into some deep things. We had some, hard times. I almost started bawling my eyes out at one point. So I almost had to go off camera and take a break. But we made it through. So if you do want to see it, you can rewatch it. It is available. Andrew says, when we first started dating, I was at my peak of sociability, and I drag him all over the place to parties and gallery openings and events. Yes, Andrew would, all night long. And I say I like to be social, but there's a point when I'm done. And I still get that way. I'm very much like my grandfather that way. My grandfather, if we had, any type of a holiday party at their house, it was always at my grandparents' house. And we'd go up and, Christmas and Thanksgiving, and we'd all be hanging out and drinking coffee and, after the meal and just chit-chatting until the late hours. And there would be a point when you would not see my grandfather anymore. And that he went to bed. He didn't say anything to anyone. He didn't say, hey, good night. He just disappeared and he was in bed. And I'm very much like that. I have, what is it? They call it the Irish exit. When I'm at an event or something, I don't make a big scene about me leaving. I don't necessarily always check in with the hosts. It's one of those things that kind of just dash out sometimes. And, some people think that's odd or maybe not polite, but I think it's actually more polite sometimes than making a big showing of you going and having to interrupt the host with whomever they're talking about. And, of course, if the host is not talking to anybody, then I will say good night. But I'm definitely one of those people that I can just slip out the door and be fine with that. And there comes a point in the night where I'm pretty much done. That's it. I've had enough. I know I've had my fill of people, and if I can go, I will go. And when we first started dating, I think Andrew didn't understand that sometimes, but he definitely isn't like that. Once Andrew gets going and being social, he can be very social. Once he gets out and into his element. And once he was out and we were out, it would be out till late sometimes. And so, yeah, Andrew, he did do that. And now, so I've always liked a little bit of social, but not too much. But now Andrew is like the flip opposite most of the time. He's like in the house. It just jumped again for me here. Marianne says, I do need the downtime without people, but I also need to interact with people. Yeah, I think I'd go crazy if I didn't interact with people once in a while, at least. I hate humid, hot heat, says Suzanne. Susan, I'm sorry, says Susan. I stay inside then like a summer version of a snow day. Yes. Thank goodness that we created a thing called air conditioners. That's all I can say. I don't even know if I could live here in Pennsylvania without an air conditioner in the summer. Just not built for that. Norma says, I lived in Phoenix for a year and absolutely hated it. Okay, so was it 13? Is 59 degrees. I thought it was somewhere around 60. So yeah, that's maybe a little chilly. For me, anyway. At least at this time of the year. But, usually I think we're up much higher. It's been in like the 80s lately. So having a day like this that it's like 64, 65, it's nice. It's a nice break. Cindy says, you'd like it today. It's a perfect 73. Yeah, that's a good time. 73 degrees. Here it's 64, 65. No humidity really. Nice crisp air blowing through. I opened the window for the cats this morning in the bathroom because they like to jump up on the window and just take a look. And I felt that cool breeze. It was so nice. I knew I was going to have a good day. Cynthia says, all yoga poses aren't for everybody, but even modified poses are good for strength and balance. Also good for keeping strong joints. That was the one thing about the Apple Fitness is they are very good about having modified poses and modified exercises. They have one person doing it full force. They have one person doing a slightly modified version, and then they have one person doing it mostly completely with a chair. So I really like that about that. I also heard that Apple, before you can be an instructor with Apple, you have to learn American Sign Language. So I thought that was an interesting thing that they do, and I think that's a nice thing that they do. Kim says, I have great balance on water, but on land, forget about it. See, that's funny. Diane says, it's perfect here in Minnesota. So much fun being with family. Flying to New York on Saturday to spend time with our daughter and her family. That's nice. Diane says, I have ADD and I also can lose my balance when walking. Yep, me too anymore. There was an art installation in Providence that was a blackout room with pinprick of light in front of a fisheye mirror. I stood on one foot and it was pretty trippy, almost like I was floating. I went in there and I was on 2 feet and I almost lost my balance. They told you don't turn on your phone, trying to get used to the light. I had to turn on my phone because I was like, I can't see in here. I can't balance in here. But then I turned off my phone and just stood there for a while, and it was kind of nice. But it was very trippy. But I guess the installation was to spend time with yourself because the mirror made you look at yourself. Norm says, beautiful here today, mid-70s and low humidity. That's nice. That's nice. Cynthia says, Andrew has to force me to be social after shows. I'm like, can I hide? Yeah, Andrew's good at pulling us all out after a show to hang out with people. Because if it weren't for him, and I know that socializing, it's kind of an important aspect of, networking and connecting with people. I'm just not good at that. After a show, after I've been like full force on for the show all day and then having to do more, it's hard. It's hard for me. Kirsten says, I have cried during yoga a few times. I will take a listen to the replay. It's good to dig deep every now and then. Sending hugs. We send hugs back. Thank you so much. Whoops. Whoa, just lost everything here. It says, my hubby Bert does the Irish goodbye, which means he just leaves. I make up for it with the Italian goodbye, which means I have to say goodbye to every single person. Yeah, I'm very much of the Irish goodbye kind of way, where you just gone. Just gone. They say, where'd William go? And they're like, oh, he must have left. Most of my friends know, and they're used to it. They're like, oh, he's gone. Yeah. And I think Andrew's more of the other way, where he does like to say goodbye to everybody. It's just how you are. Let's see here. Harry says, I have the air on, but go outside to warm up and take pictures of flowers and the birds every day. I like the heat. See, that's some people do. Some people like the heat. I am not necessarily I'm thankful for air conditioners, but I am not an air conditioning person. Like growing up, I never had an air conditioner in our house. Our house was, the windows were not set in a way that you could put in any type of window air conditioner, and our house was definitely not built for central air or anything. We lived in a little cottage. And portable air conditioners, if they started to be around as I got older, but they were super expensive at that time. So I never grew up with it, and I never really liked it, and I still don't care for it. It gets too cold, like it's almost too much. But it does help cut down on my allergies because it filters the air as it comes in, kind of. It does keep the humidity down in the house and now keeps us cooler as we're getting older. I'm getting older. Or as one of my latest posts is, I'm growing. We talk about trees. We don't talk about trees getting older. We just talk about they're growing. I'm growing. And so I can't handle the heat as well as I used to as a kid. And I think it's hotter here now than it used to be when I was a kid. So I'm glad for them, but I do understand, like, there are times that I do go out of the house just to warm up. But we also try and keep the house cooler for the cats too. They seem to like the cool better than the hot. When it's too hot, they just lay around. And when it's cooler, they'll at least play and run around. So I think it's good for them too. Andrew said, for a few years, I was pretty hermit style. I was seriously considered just sort of vanishing from the world and social media, but then the pandemic happened and I couldn't go anywhere. And it made me realize that I do like people, but all things in balance. Yeah. Sometimes when you have a store and we go live here and, people see us and like we don't go to the grocery store anymore without people saying hi and recognizing us. And that's just from, living in town and people getting to know you. You start to feel like sometimes there's not a lot of privacy, right? And a lot of this is our own choosing. We choose to go live here. Um, it's also to stay alive as a business. It's one of the methods we use. I tend to prefer this than going to a show and being in a show all day. Um, but I can at least sit here and not have to stand all day. But I like a show once in a while though too. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of things. Sometimes you feel like you just want to pull away completely from the world. And I realized the other day, I don't know if any of you do this. I was following about close to 3,000 people on Instagram, for example. And I didn't know most of them. I didn't really know them. They were just things that I found here and there that I kind of liked, or maybe liked one of their posts, so I followed them. And the other day, while we were in Providence, I started going through my Instagram account, and I unfollowed close to, so far, 1,000 accounts. Some of those accounts were accounts that were they hadn't posted anything for a year or two. And some of them were just ones that, we had no relationship back and forth. Some things that they just changed and I wasn't liking what they were posting anymore. Some of them was just, stuff that I followed, like I said, maybe like one of their posts, but didn't really look and didn't really like the rest. But I unfollowed about 1,000 accounts. And so I'm down to close to 2,000 now. I think it's 1,800 or something. I think it's 1,881 is my number right now. And I'm going to keep trying to knock that down because I realized that because we're so much on social media now, we have to start, I think, at least I do, I have to start being more picky about who and what I follow, because that is our social interaction right now. You wouldn't go up to everyone on the street and start asking about their day. You wouldn't want to hear from everybody you saw every single day about what's going on in their life. And so I think there's something to be said for culling your number of, the people that you follow, because I think it's important to, not be overdoing it. And, I would rather follow people I know. I would rather, I would hope that those people would follow me. They don't always, and that's not always, a necessity. It was sad because there were a lot of people that I used to know, people in New York, for example, or people that I worked with at Apple, and a lot of them had unfollowed me without me knowing, and I still followed them and I still look at their posts. But it comes to a point when you start to say, hey, maybe they're right. Maybe we don't have so much in common anymore, or maybe we're not in each other's lives. So some of them I went through and unfollowed too. And I hate to do that because I'm one of those people that I will dredge up memories of somebody from like 20, 30 years ago. And I'll be like, hey, I just thought of you. Let me message you and see how you're doing. And for some people, maybe that's weird. I don't know. I like it when people pop up from the past, especially if we were on good terms, pop up from the past and say, hey, how are you? It's good to reconnect, I think. But some people, I guess, feel that's weird. Because I've gotten some weird replies sometimes. But so, maybe it's time that we have to make hard calls sometimes like that. And that's what I was doing in the evenings in Providence. Before bed, I was cutting down my followers. And I think it's important to, we limit our physical interactions with people. And I think it's important that since we are now so much on social media, that we limit our virtual interactions sometimes. I think it helps. I think it's going to help me keep a little more sane. And I'm going to see more things that I like to see rather than just things that maybe I didn't really like, but like one thing of theirs, or, people I don't even interact with anymore. So I just thought that was something that popped up for me. And I didn't know if any of you have been going through that kind of same idea that, now that we are so virtual, that maybe we have to limit some of these interactions at times. Diane says, Chris overdoes the AC, so I have to wear layers in my house in the summer. Sometimes that happens. We have window ACs, so sometimes the rooms the ACs are in get really cold, but we need it to be cold so that it pushes it through the rest of the house. So that's definitely, sometimes I end up wearing like long sleeves and stuff in the house too. Diane says we do talk about trees getting bigger though, and that also happens. Well, Lisa does for me. Yeah, I've gotten a lot bigger over the pandemic, especially. But I can't blame it all on that. But I'm trying to get better. Um, I've been exercising more. I find it helps. I think mentally and just physically, I feel a little bit stronger. So I'm trying to cut down on how big I'm growing. Um, Susan says, I grew up with AC, not certain when my parents got it. It gets both hot and humid here in our dark, all brick urban house. It would be difficult to live without it. Yeah. Susan says, every office I worked in had cold spots. I kept a sweater to wear when it was particularly chilly. Yes, I do. I generally keep a sweater here at the store and a sweater at my other job. Nowadays, I just carry it along in the car with me so that there's one in the car all the time. So if I need it, I know I can go out and get it. Andrew said, oh, Nina Bagley's account got hacked and turned into a Keanu Reeves appreciation account. That happens too. And so you're following these accounts and you're like, this isn't my friend. Why would I like this? I was following accounts and like, why would I ever have followed this person? Like I've scrolled through, there was nothing that I saw that would have interested me. And it's probably because they got hacked and the accounts get transferred over. Change your passwords every once in a while, people. Set up two-factor authentication. Try and protect yourself from that. Susan says, I am currently reading The Secret Lives of Introverts. I've been told that I'm an outgoing introvert. I secretly get excited when certain plans get canceled. I call myself an extroverted introvert because I do like to get out sometimes. I also like it when plans sometimes get canceled. And I like to get out sometimes, but I definitely need my own time to go home and by myself and recharge, which sometimes drives Andrew crazy because I come home from the store and then he wants to spend time and I'm like, I can't, I gotta just be by myself. And that's hard sometimes. But I do need my own personal downtime just to just to think, just to sit in the dark sometimes. I do weird things. Sometimes I sit in the dark. Sometimes I try to meditate. I've been known to, after everyone goes to sleep, I put on my headphones and I dance in my room by myself. And I've done that all through my life. Like as far back as I can remember, sometimes I would go in my room and just dance to music by myself. I like dancing, but I don't always like to be out and about dancing. But I think it's a way for me. I feel free. I can let things go a little bit. Andrew says, I don't mind hearing from people. I like to keep tabs on people. I do too. But sometimes those people don't want to keep tabs on me. And I have to say, no, I don't need to keep tabs on you then either. And it lets go a little bit of that. Oh, I don't have to worry about thinking about these people anymore. They don't want to think about me. It's okay sometimes. Hello from France. Thank you for joining us. I was born in Japan, but it doesn't matter. Welcome to the live stream here. Harry says, I worked for 20 years as a telescope operator and lecturer at 2 local observatories on public nights. Every Friday and Saturday, I would show people the sky through a scope. Lots of social time, I bet. Yeah, I can imagine, I guess. We do classes, we do things. It can be very social sometimes. At one point in my life, I thought I wanted to be a professor. I don't know that I could have really handled that very well. But sometimes I still think about that, how my life would have been if I would have continued in school and been a professor and did stuff like that. But it's just fun thought experiments mostly. Whoops. Everything keeps jumping. Diane says, me too, but I'm also nosy. I will think about someone from high school and go creep on their Facebook page to see what they're up to. I do that too. And usually I end up trying to hit the friend button, and that's always scary, right? It's always scary to hit friend, even if we weren't friends in high school. They popped up, so I thought, okay, well, let's check this out. And you never know if they're going to friend you back, right? You never know. And then you start to get, ooh, was that bad of me? Like, was that weird that I friended them after years, so many years now? But most of them have been nice. Most of them have friended me back, so that's good. We don't always chat much, but at least we can keep up with each other a little bit easier, right? Andrew says, yeah, I cling to relationships, but I realize that I have abandonment issues. I'm easy to make friends with. I am easy to make friends with people and will think fondly of people until they prove otherwise. Yeah, I do that a lot too. And I guess in my mind, I make tighter bonds with people than they make with me sometimes. So like that's why it's a little bit hurtful when you see them unfollowed you and they don't follow you at all, and you thought, well, I thought we got along, but that's all it was. You were just getting along. You weren't actually friends or anything sometimes. But in my mind, we kind of were, right? We worked together. But I do have a habit of doing that too. Diane says the goal is to grow up, not out, right? Grow up, not out. Marianne says, I always wear a sweater at work. Grocery stores can be very cold. Very cold. Very cold. I was in the grocery store yesterday and I didn't realize how cold it was going to be. I just mowed the lawn. We got our lawnmower yesterday. Thank you, Mom. And put it together, and it's super nice and super powerful compared to our older one. But I was out there and I was like, I was sweating, and I went in, and then Andrew's like, we need to get groceries before they close. So I ran over there and I was still like a little bit sweaty. Disgusting, I know. But I went in and then I was like shivering inside because it was so cold. So yeah, grocery stores are very cold. Let's see here. Marian says, I love dancing with myself, right? Andrew says, well, that's when codependency goes bad, LOL. I'm like, dude, why are you giving me the silent treatment? He says, but I'm learning. Yeah, sometimes it's not the silent treatment. Sometimes I just need my time alone to just not, because like I'm a total overthinker. Like I am constantly thinking about 6 things at the same time. And it's hard for me to focus my attention on any one thing. And after being at the store and focusing my attention on that work and whoever comes in and talking with them and having conversations, and I love doing that. But after forcing my mind so much into that and not letting it think about all the other things it wants to think about, sometimes I just need to go into a room by myself, shut the door, and just let my mind just wander and just kind of, it's weird, I guess, to people who don't have that. I think, I don't know if it's, like I said, I don't know if I have ADD, ADHD, but I can't imagine what it's like to be able to focus on one thing at the same time. I can't imagine what that's like because I can't. Like today, I was having a conversation with our fellow merchant. Someone else came into the store, and my mind was constantly listening to both conversations that were happening. And it's very difficult for me to process all that, but I can't seem to push one out and only focus on one. So by the time I'm done with a day of work, my mind is completely fried. And I don't know if any of you are like this, but this is, I guess, if it's not, at least this is an exercise in telling you what it's like for some people. And it helps just to go and be quiet. And sometimes that's just watching TV and zoning out. I'm not even actually watching that much. Like I don't remember most of those things. Andrew can tell you I don't remember most of what I watch. Because I'm not really, like, I'm watching it for the entertainment, I guess, of it, but I'm not really processing it. I'm not using my brain to process any of it because my brain just needs to shut down for a little bit. And I need something that lets it shut down. And sometimes that's meditation. Sometimes that's just dancing, like I said, in my room by myself in the middle of the night, listening to music, because I can just be doing that and only that. There are certain things that that allow my brain to kind of quiet. And music is one of them. Like music and dancing, especially together, is one of them. Um, TV, especially TV shows that I already have watched. I watch a lot of reruns. And that's a way that my brain is able to, because I know what's going to happen, or I have an idea, and my brain is able to shut down and I can just watch it. So that's, he says he's learning. He is. And I mean, that's what life is together with anybody, right? You're constantly, hopefully constantly learning new things about each other. Susan says, Harry, you've done some interesting things. He certainly has. Harry has had an interesting life. Kristen says, oh, William, I'm the same. Although I'm super social and extroverted, I need a lot of quiet time to recharge. I am drained with too much noise and socializing. Yes, yes, definitely need time out. Andrew says, it's never too late. You're not dead yet. You could always teach somewhere if you wanted to. They say that it takes 10 years to be established as an expert. Yeah, I probably could teach somewhere, something. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen in life, right? Hopefully I have lots of 10 years left. Lots of 10-year time periods left, I hope. Kay says, what did I just walk into? A lot. Kay, you got to watch from the beginning. You know how this goes. Diane says, gotta go. Hopefully I can catch you all tomorrow. If you're still here, I know I'm left in the comments. We may be here, we may not. I don't know. I may be in Pittsburgh with Andrew. I may not. We'll see. I guess we'll see what happens if you see me tomorrow or not. Susan says, recharging is good self-care. Yes, it is. Andrew says, there was a hurtful moment when a friend of a friend said they knew us and said, oh, I know y'all are friends. And the acquaintance corrected them and said, we know each other, but I would not consider them friends. When I heard this, I was disappointed because I had considered us friends, but it is what it is. Yeah. That's kind of, yeah, it's kind of sad sometimes, right? When you think you're friends with someone and then you're corrected. Or you hear through the grapevine that you've been corrected. Yeah, that can be a sad thing. But some people just do not make the kind of bonds or, think as fondly of people as you do. And that can be that way sometimes. But it's still hurtful, right? We are kindred spirits. I never remember movies. I don't at all. I have literally watched the same movie a number of times. I get to like that a quarter way through or even halfway through. Sometimes I'm like, I think I've seen this, but it takes that long for me to be like, I think I've seen this. Same with TV series. We can watch the same TV series and I'm like, have we watched this before? And Andrew's like, yeah, we've watched this already. We've watched the whole thing. And I'm like, oh, I don't remember most of this, but there's enough there that you're like, I think, and then you worry, like, maybe I just watched the preview and that's what I remember. No. Andrew says, you don't really watch stuff. I can talk to you about stuff that literally just happened and it's already gone from your brain. Yeah, watching TV for me is not an exercise in remembering. It is an exercise in finally allowing my brain to shut off. Because my brain does not shut off. It's overactive most of the time. Like right now I'm talking to you, but I'm annoyed that I can hear the air conditioner. And I don't know if you can hear the air conditioner running, but I can hear the air conditioner running. I think there's music going on outside somewhere. Like I'm constantly, and I don't know if people do this all the time. I think most people can focus better than I can. At least it feels like it to me. Because when I say that these things happen to me, a lot of people don't get it, I think. And so I feel like I don't have as much control over the incoming things that come into my brain and compartmentalizing, like I think some people or most people do. Everything kind of rushes in at once and I have to try and pay attention to it all, which is why like sometimes I'm one of those people that when I'm driving, I do know people are like this because I've seen memes. When you're driving and you're in a new area and you're trying to look for where you're going, you turn down the radio. I have to turn down the radio so that I can look better. I don't know. It's so that all my senses aren't being used at once and I don't have to split my attention. I have to turn down the radio and then I can focus on seeing instead of focus on seeing and hearing and looking around. And so it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. So if you're ever driving and you have to turn down the radio to look where you're going or see where you're going or find your way, that's how my life is most of the time. I wish I could turn things down most of the time. Just as I like to dance by myself too, right? It's nice. I like to go out and dance too. I do like to go out and dance, but because I don't drink anymore, I don't go out and dance as much anymore either. There's a little bit more, I feel a little bit more free to dance when I have a drink in me. Harry says, I could be a substitute teacher. I did that for 3 years, hard work, but rewarding. Yeah, I think my problem with teaching would be the grading of papers. I would probably be one of those teachers that would, like, the kids wouldn't know how they were doing most of the year because it would take me forever to grade papers. That would be hard. Andrew says, yeah, the Australian winery one. Just delete it off the Netflix. I don't even know. I don't know what that is. Marianne says, I rarely watch things more than once. However, I do reread books. That's another thing. I can read a book and then I'll be like, did I read this book? And then I'll start reading the book again. Or generally now I just assume that probably I've not read it. Or actually I assume if I start thinking I might have read it, then I'd be like, I better just set it aside. I probably read it already. Harry says, I rewatch some of the hot rod shows on TV over and over. My daughter says it's crazy, but I enjoy the craftsmanship. Yeah, yeah, it's cool to see things like that, I think, and see things that sometimes are hand built, right? So you get enjoyment from it that way. I get enjoyment from rewatching shows just from my brain shutting down. See, Andrew says, yeah, because you done forgot it. I did. I don't know what he's talking about. I have no clue what the Australian winery. No idea. Did we watch that? Or is that just something I put on the Netflix thing that you're talking about? Sometimes I watch previews of things and I just put them on the list just in case I might want to see it later. All right. Well, the comments, I've gotten to the end. I usually do this. I talk until we get to the end of the comments. And if I make it to the end of the comments, that means that we're probably getting to the end of the Let's Chat. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the pearl sell-off. All right. So I have bags of pearls. These bags of pearls they were expensive. They were expensive. So we're going to sell these, most of them, for just $18 a strand. Just $18 a strand. Perfect pairing. See, people know what he's talking about. I don't even remember the perfect pairing. Don't know. Did I actually watch it? Did I watch it or did I just put it on the list? I don't remember. Oh, excuse me. So we are going to take a look at pearls. I'm going to make lots 1 through whatever we get to. And these are old stock, vintage, freshwater pearls. I'm not a pearl connoisseur. If you're going to ask me questions about what these pearls are and are they this or are they that, I don't know. They're just pretty to me. Andrew may be able to answer some of your questions if you ask in the comments. I will tell you, I don't know. I don't know. See, Andrew does this to me too. Yes, you've watched it several times. It's got the dude from Foundation. I don't know who the dude from Foundation is. I'm awful with actors and all that. Perfect pairing. I really don't. See, I don't remember at all. He says I've watched it multiple times. Australian winery. But the other thing is too, Andrew and I have very different ways about talking about things. Andrew can tell me the plot of something in his way, and I will remember none of those details. But if you ask me to watch it, I will tell you the plot of it in a different way. She lives a fast-paced life in LA and goes to Australia and works on a sheep farm. Is this a series or is this a one-time like movie? That's different. I'm thinking it was a series. Anyway, so yeah, we have different ways of talking about things too. So it is a movie. See, that's different. I was thinking it was a winery series. That's why I wasn't thinking. See, different things, different ways of thinking. Okay, anyway, here we go. We are going to do a pearl sell-off. I'm going to put the here, right here, info@allegorygallery.com. You can send us an email for these. You can send 10 emails if you want 10 different lots. You can wait till the end and send one email for everything, but please know we only have one of each of most of these. In any case, each lot pretty much is going to have one strand. Why do we call it a lot? It's just easier that way. I could just say strand number 1 too, whatever. What you will do is send us the email saying that you want it. If you have never ordered with us, or if your address has changed since your last order with us, please do include your shipping address. It helps to include your shipping address anyway. Because that way when I'm doing the invoicing, I will easily be able to see if we need to include PA sales tax. I know where a lot of you live, or at least have an idea who's in Pennsylvania and who's not. But it just helps anyway. So send us your email or multiple emails with the lot number or numbers that you want. They're $18 each. If your email gets to us for that lot number before anybody else's, you claim that lot and we will send you an invoice for it, okay? I hope that's clear. Let me see if I have a banner for that. I might have a banner for that. I kind of have a banner. Let me edit this banner. Whoops, come on, do what I want. Technology, right? To purchase from this video, take down each lot number and send it to us in an email. Let's try this again. In an email. Send it to us in an email at info@allegory. I think that's the correct grammar. So you can do that. And yeah, let's get on with it, okay? So let me go ahead. I'm going to tilt the camera down. Let me wind this down bottom here. Go to flipping my camera around. Someday they're going to make me really happy and put a camera flip button on here. Okay, these are this bag, just to give you an idea that I'm opening, has 1, 2, 3, 4 strands in it. They used to be $120 for this lot. So you can divide that out, right? $40 a strand. No, not $40 a strand. $30 a strand. These are now going to be $18 a strand. All right. It's going to be quick, everybody. It's going to be quick. We're not going to spend too much time on this. So this is lot number 1. Lot number 1. These are the pearls for lot number 1, $18 a strand. And this is a large strand. This is almost, I would say, close to a double strand. I don't have my ruler here. But this is a large strand. Freshwater, old stock, vintage pearls. Large strand. $18 a strand. If you want it, that is lot number 1. Send us an email with lot number 1. Ooh, these are nice. Lot number 2. Lot number 2. And remember, you have to write down these lots as we're going. I don't have papers. I don't have anything. This is a quick sell down, quick sell down. This is lot number 2. This strand is definitely worth more than $18, but this is going to be an $18 strand for the quick sell down. Look at how beautiful and uniform those are. So that is lot number 2. These are all very small hole. They're on thread. These are not large hole at all. This is what you would consider probably a typical vintage pearl hole, Kim. Right? That is lot number 2. Like I said, this is quick, everyone. This is a sell down. You can rewatch the video if you want to, but remember, the first one to get that email to us with the lot number they want is the one who gets to claim the prize. If we have anything that's a large hole or anything like that, I will let you know. Lot number 3 are these beauties right here. Lot number 3, look at the colors in those. Vintage old stock pearls. These are vintage old stock freshwater pearls. These have beautiful color in them. That is lot number 3. All of these so far are just $18, everyone. $18, and you can claim them. Next up, these little beauties. $18. Look at that heart right there. That little heart-shaped one. $18. Lot number 4. Lot number 4. All right. Let me move these. I got to arrange. I didn't even arrange my table to get ready for this. I just thought about doing it at the last minute because I saw this box of these bags of these pearls. Okay, next one for $18 is this strand. Lot number 5. Lot number 5. Lot number 5, $18. Lot number 6. Look at how beautiful those are. Lot number 6, $18. If you'd like to claim any of these, send us an email or multiple emails. You can send us an email for each one. Look at the flash on some of these. Andrew says, I remember when we picked these out, we went strand by strand and picked out the best. Yes, we did. And now the best are coming to you at incredibly low prices. Some of these we're probably losing money on. But this is a sell-off. I'd rather sell them to you all and get them out in the world and give you a special bonus deal for watching these videos with us than have to price all of these individually at this point. So that was lot number 6. Let's move to the next bag. Ooh, how about some faceted pearls? Faceted pearls. These are faceted pearls, $18 for this strand, lot number 7. Lot number 7, everybody. These are faceted pearls. Have you had faceted pearls in your life? If not, you may need these. This is lot number 7. Beautiful. Some of these are brown, some are like almost a magenta, some are like an amber color. Lot number 7, $18 only. Come on, let go. They like to stick to each other. Lot number 8. More faceted pearls. Lot number 8 in a lighter color. Only $18. Lot number 8, Faceted Pearls, $18. First one to send us that email gets it. Lot number 9, this is an extra long strand. These are little mini tiny pearls. Lot number 9. Beautiful freshwater old stock vintage pearls. Lot number 9. As you can see, this is a long strand. That's a very long strand. So that's lot number 9. And lot number 10 are these beauties. Lot number 10. Vintage old stock freshwater pearls. Lot number 10. All those $18 a strand. As Andrew's saying, you don't really see faceted pearls much anymore that are good quality. The facets make little windows into the nacre, and you can see through the layers. The seller said they cost too much to produce, and you have to start with a big pearl to get good facets. And Cynthia says, facts. Sometimes they try to salvage bad pearls by faceting them, but they chip and flake because the pearls are rushed. Yeah, these are not rushed. These are good vintage beauties. How's everyone doing? Let's take a breather. We did 10 lots. I know sometimes when you're looking at things and you're under pressure, like we're putting you under pressure right now to send your emails, I know it can get fast-paced and a little bit wild, especially if you have a brain like mine that gets overstimulated sometimes. So we're going to take a little break in between before we get to the next lots. And how are y'all doing? You still out there? I see some emails coming in for the Pearl Flash sale, so thank you all so much. We really do appreciate that. How's everyone doing? Hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up if you're doing okay. Hit that love. Let us know. I only see Andrew talking. Do we still have people out there? Are you still with us? I see emails coming in, so maybe you're all busy doing emails. We do appreciate it. Marianne says, yes, I totally did not even see lot number 4, right? Well, let's see. Has anyone... I don't want to show them again because if you're keeping track by quantity, then I'll show you. So I don't want to go back and show them, but you can replay this later if you want to. But if anyone's keeping track just visually by watching, I don't want to throw anyone off. Okay, so that was lot 1 through 10. I'll let you all catch up a little bit. Okay, we're moving into another bag that these pearls were originally $30 a piece. Leslie, the lots maybe you're tuning in late. The lots are only 1 strand each. I'm just calling them lots because it's easier. But I really could have just called them strand 1, strand 2, strand 3. There is only 1 of each one. So you are only vying for 1 of them, and you have to get us the email to purchase that one before anyone else. There's only 1 of each. All right. We just use the word lot a lot. And sometimes the lots do have multiple ones, but this time the lots are just of 1 thing each. Okay, now the next few strands were retail valued originally at $30 each. $30 each, and now they're $18 for you all, but only for the next 24 hours. These prices are only good until we sell out of everyone or 24 hours from now. So tomorrow around 6:15 or so, this ends. These prices end, and I will be forced, for anything left, to make retail tags for everything. I'd rather not. I'd rather not, though. Okay, so $30 down to $18. This is lot number 11. Lot number 11. Look how beautiful and almost perfect these are. They almost look like crystal pearls, right? They are beautiful. They almost look like crystals. They're almost so perfect. These are freshwater old stock vintage pearls. This is lot number 11. Lot number 12 are these little ones. Lot number 12 are these little ones. Remember, if you'd like to claim anything, send us an email with the lot number. Also, please do be sure that at least one of the emails you send us has your shipping address in it so that we can make sure taxes are right when we're invoicing you. All right. This is lot number 12. Lot number 12. These I love. All these ones were originally $30. They're now $18 each. $18 each only. This is a crazy sellout of these pearls. Next one, lot number 13. Are these kind of top drilled ones. Lot number 13. That's a lot of chunky pearls for $18 right there. Lot number 13. Lot number 13. Lot number 14 are more faceted pearls. If you missed out on the other ones or think you may have missed out, this is lot number 14. Look at those facets that let you see through the various layers, bringing out some of that beautiful color throughout the layers. You can see some of that really pretty reflective shine in there. This is lot number 14, only $18. Only $18 for this strand. Originally $30. All right, and another beautiful set of faceted pearls. Look at those. Lot number 15. Lot number 15. This is an extraordinary strand. It is beautiful. This strand definitely worth more than $18, but we're doing a sellout. $18 for you all. $18 only for the next 24 hours or until somebody claims it. Look at those beautiful magentas in there and those bronzy colors. That was lot 15. Let's see what else we've got here. Ooh, we got some nice, beautiful colors coming up. Some beautiful colors coming up. Lot number 16. These beautiful faceted pearls. Lot number 16. Faceted, freshwater, old stock, vintage pearls. Look at those beautiful purples and even greens and blues. Lot number 16. Lot number 16. Lot number 17. More faceted ones. Lot number 17. Beautiful faceted pearls in that kind of butterscotch color. Lot number 17. Remember, if you send us an email to request these, if you beat out everyone, you are agreeing to purchase them. This is not something that you send in the email for all of them and you see what you get, and then we write you back and you say, oh, but I only want this one, because that causes havoc. So if you do send an email, be sure that if you get it, you're willing to accept it. I know that's a little difficult because you don't always know, but at these prices, I think there's going to be no harm done there. All right. So lot number 17. Lot number 18. All these just $18. $18 each. Lot number 18. Lot number 18. Beautiful vintage old stock freshwater pearls. Lot number 18. And please do send your email with the lot number. Sometimes we ask for screenshots, but it is much easier here to send us the lot number because some of these may look so similar that I don't want to have to try to figure out what they are. So please do send us the lot number. Lot number 19. Lot number 19. Remember, there's only one strand of each of these that I'm showing you. Lot number 19. If you were the first to get us that email, you are the first to get it. You are the one who gets it. Lot number 19. And lot number 20. Lot number 20 are these smaller top drilled kind of purpley pink and green and beautiful colored ones. Lot number 20. Lot number 20. All right. Okay, let's see what we've got here left. These ones I can't do because I need more of a ruler for those. Okay. How's everyone doing? We're taking a break here before we move on to lot 21. How's everyone? I see some more emails coming in, so thank you all out there who are ordering these. Andrew's giving you a lot of pearl history and pearl information as we go through. So be sure to read the comments too. I think Andrew's looking. Andrew, are you right on the Allegory Gallery Facebook page? You probably can see the comments if you're on the Facebook page. I don't know if you can see them if you're in the Great Beat Extravaganza group, or if you're on YouTube. So let me see here if I can, I'll flash these up on the screen a little bit. Maybe. I don't think I can go back that far. But yeah, you can't see the comments if you're on YouTube. Andrew, go copy your comments into YouTube. I can't do that from here. Andrew's sharing a lot of information there. If he jumps on the YouTube channel, he can share those there, or maybe we'll try and share them after. Okay. Use that copy and paste, Andrew. Go on YouTube. Don't let our YouTube folks out of the loop, especially since we're trying to get everyone over on YouTube. Okay, so coming up on lot number 21. Lot number 21 is here. Lot number 21. Lot number 21, these are $18. $18 per strand. Just one available. Send us that email if you want lot number 21. If you'd like to purchase, there's a little ticker going down here that tells you how you can do that. All right, lot number 21. Lot number 22. And as you can see, many of these are varying in size and quality and quantity, but they're all the same price. They're all the same price. They're all $18, which is all pretty much at least equal to or much below what their retail value is. Okay, so this is lot number 22. Lot number 22. Beautiful freshwater vintage old stock pearls. And remember, everyone, we do not need you to send an image of these. We do not need an image. All you need to send us is the lot number. I'm seeing some emails that are talking about images, and you don't need to send us an image. No images are necessary. Just take down the lot number and send it to us. It's much easier. I have them set out on the table in lot number order. Trying to figure out what these may be from an image would be very difficult because some of them do look similar. So just send me the lot number that I'm giving you. This is lot number 23. Lot number 23 for these little cute little pearls. These are all knotted in between. That's incredible. Lot number 23. Lot number 23. If you've already sent messages with images and not lot numbers in the email and you've won something, I will try very hard to figure out what it is, but please do as the ticker and instructions say, just send the lot number. That makes it a lot easier for me. Lot number 23. I don't want anyone to miss out. Lot number 24. This is lot number 24. Remember, all of these are $18 each, one only of each available. Lot number 24. And this big one, lot number 25, faceted. Lot number 25, large faceted pearls in that kind of butterscotch amber color. You can see kind of maybe how when they cut through the layers, you can see the layers through there. Beautiful. Lot number 25. Okay, I have 2 more lots. They have to be a little different in price. Okay, they have to be a little bit different in price. So lot 26, I'm going to make it $25. Okay, so just so you know, lot number 26 coming up is $25. Okay, and I'm going to write that down for myself so I remember. Lot number 26, this is $25. So $25 for this lot number 26. $25 if you want lot number 26, which are these beautiful green and bronzy, sometimes even a purpley flash in there, pearls. $25 for those. All right. And the next lot, I wasn't even going to show because I was like, this is expensive. But let's do it at, let's see, this is lot number 27. It's the last lot of the night. I'm going to do it at $40. $40, which I think once you see these, you probably jump at. $40 for this lot number 27. Look how beautiful and how perfect these are. $40 for this last lot. Only available at that price for 24 hours. Till tomorrow at this time. And then that price goes up to retail. Okay, so look at those. They are gorgeous. They are nearly perfect in size and in uniformity. Only $40 for that strand during this sale only. And that's lot number 27. And the last lot of the evening. All right. All right. How did you like that, everyone? Hope you liked it. Let me flip the camera around here. Hello again. So I hope you like that. I see a number of orders coming in, and hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you like that. We like to give you all a little bonus, from time to time, a little bonus from time to time, so that we appreciate. So we appreciate you watching. Leslie's asking, why do you want us to switch to YouTube? Well, you must have missed all of those live videos. So YouTube, first we needed to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and we have met that. We're about 1,002 subscribers on YouTube. Then we have to get 4,000 watch hours in a year, in a 365-day time span. Because once we do that, we have the option to monetize our YouTube, which means the ads that you can already see, there are already ads in our YouTube videos sometimes. When they pop up and play, people are already having to watch ads or skip the ads. When we don't get any money for that at all. So once we get up to the 1,000 subscribers, which we have hit just recently, and we get 4,000 watch hours, so the more people who watch on YouTube, the more watch hours we get, then we have the option to apply for monetization. And that means that the ads that are running in our videos, we will actually get some of the kickback if you watch those ads. We can't tell you all of this once we're monetized. We can't say watch the ads because YouTube doesn't allow that. But since we're not yet, we can tell you, if you watch the ads, the longer the ads you watch, or the longer the ads are, or the longer you watch them, the more money we get passively for you doing that. And so it's passive income. And it is definitely, something that it is the only platform that is could possibly allow us to get this kind of passive income. You don't have to do anything but watch the ads and we get money for it. So that gives us more of a reason to focus our energy on doing tutorials and demos and all this kind of good stuff on YouTube. So we're trying to get as many people over to YouTube as we can. Leslie says, oh, okay, I see. Can we comment together on YouTube? You will see the comments. I see everybody's comment because we use an app called StreamYard, and that streams to 3 different locations at the same time. So I'm streaming to the Allegory Gallery Facebook page, I'm streaming to the Great Beat Extravaganza page, or group, I mean, and I'm streaming to YouTube, our YouTube channel. So I see everybody's comments. If everyone were on YouTube, you would see everyone's comments. But you can only see the comments for the place you're viewing. That's just the way that they all work. So if you're viewing on our Facebook page, you'll see the people who are commenting on our Facebook page. If you are viewing from the Great Beat Extravaganza group, you will see those comments there. Unless I pop them up here like I'm doing, then everyone sees them. So the more people who get on YouTube, the more comments you'll see over on YouTube while these lives are going on. The other thing I will say about YouTube is the YouTube video quality in general is better than the Facebook video quality. YouTube is often built into smart TVs, so you can watch us on the TV instead of having to watch on your small phone or device. And on YouTube, if you start a live video like 10 minutes into it after we've already started, you can go back to the beginning and start watching from the beginning, and you can fast forward through to the point that we are currently. And you can also pause and watch from that point. Whereas on Facebook, if you pause, when you hit play again, it's going to jump to wherever it is currently. It's not going to let you catch up, and it's not going to let you go backwards until the video is over. Then you can go back and watch it. But while YouTube is streaming live, you can go back in time and watch any of it up to the current point, which is super nice. So there are benefits to watching on YouTube over Facebook. Our audience is just bigger on Facebook. So we are trying to, kind of move people. Not only that, but so many people are getting put in Facebook jail, as they say. And so we are trying to not put all of our eggs in one basket. We have close to 8,000 followers on Facebook, and we have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I don't know what we have, 1,300 or something on Instagram, which is owned by Facebook, so it really is the same thing. If you get penalized on Facebook, for example, Andrew made a comment and got knocked off of Facebook live streaming for 30 days. He couldn't go live for 30 days. His Instagram following dropped. He barely got any Instagram views, even though they only told him it would affect his Facebook. It affected his Instagram. It affected our business accounts because he's an admin in all the business accounts. So all our business posts got dropped in the timeline and hardly anybody saw them. So because when all of your eggs are in one basket like Facebook, and if something would happen and we'd lose contact with you all through that, we would have nowhere else to go. So we're trying to make sure that everyone can find us in other places as well. So that's another reason that we're trying to ask everyone to also go over to YouTube. Andrew says, I want some of that YouTube money like that 8-year-old that unpacks toys. Yeah, like people get lots of viewers on YouTube for doing the weirdest things. And they make money off of all those ads. So we would like some of that too. Let's see here. Whoops. Leslie said, that's cool. I can watch it on my new kitchen TV. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Andrew went from about 4,000 views normally on his reels on Instagram down to 2. And one of those was me. And I specifically went there to look at it. So it can really harm you if Facebook decides to limit you. I think if you know Jill McKay from the Great Beat Extravaganza and from many other things other than the Great Beat Extravaganza, Jill was penalized on Facebook for 90 days. She can't go live. She's working with some people to help her, but she also is trying to move to YouTube because of this. 90 days, that's 3 months. 3 months for a small business to not be able to go live to make their money during a pandemic for something she said 3 years ago. 3 years ago, she made a comment or made a post, and Facebook just now, well, about a month ago or so, penalized her for that for 90 days. Penalizing small businesses during a pandemic, not being able to do their lives. So that's another reason we're trying to move over and move on, right? Oh, yeah, so that's why we're trying to get everyone over on YouTube as well. Pick up our following there. If we can get monetized there and make some passive income there, that'll give us, making tutorials and making demos is all great, but it's mostly, it's mostly educational for you all. We don't make a lot off of all those. Like when Andrew does a tutorial showing you how to do raising in metal, we don't make money off of that. We don't sell metal. We don't sell hammers. We don't sell, any of that stuff. It's mostly to give you the education and show you how it's done so that you get, that information so that you can see something you might be interested in. But for us, when it's not making us any money, it's hard for us to justify in everything else that we have to do to keep the business going, especially now. It's hard for us to justify making those videos. We want to do it. We love doing it. But when things are so tight and when money is so hard to come by, like it is right now, we're having a very hard time. If you've seen any of our videos lately, we're on the verge of discussing if we have to close our physical store down and go online only. So in all of this that's going on, when we're not making any money off those videos, it's hard for us to justify making them, even though we love making them and sharing that information with you. So if we can get the ad monetization money, if we can get monetized on YouTube and we can get that income for people, if you all just watch the ads, which we hope you'll at least watch some of them, that's a way that you can support us without having to give any money. You watch the ads and YouTube will give us the money for it. So that's what we're trying to get to. And we can tell you all this now, like I said, but once we're monetized, YouTube has rules that you're not supposed to talk about this. You're not supposed to encourage people to watch the ads, but we're not there yet. So we're going to tell you as much as we possibly can. Please watch the ads whenever we get to that point. You don't have to watch them now yet. We're not there yet. They're putting ads on our videos, even though we're not. I don't know who's making the money off of them. It's not us. It's YouTube. But I think that says something, that they think that people are watching us enough that they can start putting ads in to make money. So that maybe is a good sign, even though it's not making us anything. But if we can get you all watching on YouTube, the more that you watch on YouTube and the longer that you watch, the more watch hours we get. We have to get 4,000 hours of watching in a 365-day period. We're halfway there. We got about 2,000 watch hours right now. So the more hours we can get you all watching on YouTube, like each of our lives are like an hour and a half to 2 hours. So you figure that takes a lot of people. But if all of our 1,000 subscribers on YouTube would watch, just four of our live videos, we'd be there. So that's what we need. But we're getting there slowly but surely. We've made it to 1,000 subscribers. We're hanging in there at 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, Leslie says, I have an ad-free YouTube subscription. I wonder if it would still help for me to watch and others like me. Yes, from everything I've read, I have a premium membership to YouTube as well, so I don't see ads. But when you watch with a premium membership, part of your membership money is supposed to go toward the artists that you're watching. That's what I've heard. That's what I've kind of deduced from what I've been researching, that YouTube still has a way to make sure that if you're in the premium, that the makers still get a part of that. So that supposedly they've worked that out somehow. I don't know how, but that's supposed to work. So yeah, that's what it's all about. So that's it. That's all I have for today. I may be here tomorrow. I may not be here tomorrow. It depends if I'm helping Andrew with his class or not. And in any case, we will see you back here either tomorrow or Monday. All right, everyone. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for all your support. I've seen a lot of emails come in for this pearl sellout. So if you want any, please get those emails in quickly with the lot numbers that you want. I will be going through that tomorrow evening to sort everything out, and I will be sending out invoices either tomorrow evening or probably Saturday sometime. Okay, not Saturday sometime. We're going to be busy all day Saturday, Sunday sometime. So by the end of the weekend, I should have your invoices out for anybody who's won any of these. And we will see you back on Monday, if nothing else. As Andrew said, we will probably check in from Touchstone sometime on Saturday, since we'll be there for their open house, and Andrew's a board member there. We will probably be wanting to show you how wonderful Touchstone is. I've actually never been there yet, so I can't wait to see it myself. And we'll bring you live at some point, probably, if we get time, from Touchstone. All right. So thank you all so very much, and we'll see you back here again soon. Bye, everybody. Have a great one.